All right, let's do a quick little roundup of everything else we saw. First off, Trackmania Turbo.
No one expected that.
No.
Hands up if you like Trackmania. Yeah.
You know what? Like, it looked fun, and then they said they had a VR demo,
Yes, they do.
Wow.
which just looked insane.
Alexa
so,
gets sick on VR. I feel like
Oh.
that might be the quickest way to get sick on VR.
If I just need to vomit.
Yeah.
Oh
Strap it
God!
on.
Just
It is.
thinking of it now makes me think, oh my
Oh,
God.
God.
there was
no.
a game called Toy Box Turbos, which very similar
Oh, yeah?
premise, and they did it in VR, but they did it, the camera pulled way back and kind of following along, and that didn't. It kind of worked,
Not so
kind of
bad.
didn't. There was a
Look
bit
at
of
it.
This is
lag.
going from third person to first person, and then
crazy.
Yeah.
moving around so fast.
So this really looks like Trackmania Nations, which was it's about maybe 4 years ago now, before all that Mania Planet nonsense. So we don't know if they're actually going to keep with Mania Planet. That was when they released Trackmania, and they had like you had to buy Stadium, and you had to buy all your other different like areas. This one, they say there's going to be 4 environments off the track, 200 tracks. They also have their sort of procedurally generated track thing as well. Variety of cars as well. There's kind of like F1 V8 looking things there, and some other type of dirt cars. And also virtual reality. There you go.
And a bitchin' hat.
Yeah, and a sweet, Trackmania's back in a big way. For a second there, it also looked like we had some sort of
Oh my God.
fucking, what was that? It was like a cat on a, everyone thought it was Darksiders.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's screaming, Darksiders! It's Darksiders!
Yeah.
And it's a cat riding a fire-breathing unicorn
Yeah.
with a double rainbow in the background.
So you're like, oh yeah, of course, it's Trials
Royalty.
Fusions expansion pack.
Yeah.
Why
God,
not?
that was...
Because why not?
God.
So this is like the Blood Dragon for Trials,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Blood
I
Dragon
guess.
Trials.
This is an expansion pack where you're a cat riding a unicorn.
A
With a
fire-breathing
pierced lip.
unicorn.
You were all so funny.
That's
it was
an
so funny.
emo, edgy
Yes.
unicorn.
Welcome to the future.
And
Two
then
moons.
rainbows.
Amazing.
There's no, you just let this speak for itself.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, triple rainbow.
There's a whole bunch of nonsense going on. This is Awesome Level Max, which is the expansion coming soon for fans of Trials Fusion. There was a new add-on game as well, or Anno 2205.
Anno, yeah.
So what was the last one? 2070?
2070.
Yeah, so they're going
2070.
future again.
They're going future again.
You
this
played
time
this,
with
but
Moon. I did play this,
Is
but
it
I
up-
can't get into specifics until tomorrow, sadly.
Oh,
All right, no
boy.
worries.
But we know that it exists now. And so, yeah, the Moon. And it's a city builder, and there's a whole... I mean, if you've played the Anno series before, you sort of know what you're getting into. It's a trade game, a game where you build city and you're trading to make your citizens more and more happy and to expand and stuff like that. But with the Moon.
Yeah, and I guess there'll be more on that on GameSpot tomorrow, Kevin.
Yeah, totally.
Sweet. Moving swiftly on. Who knew? So they had some dancing happening.
Yeah.
Jason
Yeah.
Derulo just turned up.
That was
Did
like,
his-
do you remember when
Amazing.
Usher appeared at the
Yeah.
Microsoft press conference?
How could I forget?
Well, there he is.
There it is.
Yeah, just do it. It's not a singing game,
Oh.
but whatever.
You're no Prince, Jason.
This is coming out on a bunch of platforms. They're also bringing out Just Dance Unlimited on PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U. I think it's so as well.
They also have. They also said you can play with your phone now.
Great.
Which
They said that last year. though.
yeah,
Don't even need a console.
don't even.
way.
Well, the best is to dance with my phone.
Yeah.
When people look at me while I'm dancing, looking at my phone, oh man,
Just
you
playing a
should see the
Fallout
looks.
game while you're
Yeah.
dancing.
Yeah.
I mean that's the thing. Like, there's not much you can say
Or
about
not.
Just Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's-
just a game in which you dance.
Yeah.
No, let's stretch. Let's keep going. Let's keep
All
going.
right.
5
No.
minutes on Just
Oh,
Dance.
okay.
150 of the greatest Just Dance hits. New songs all,
All
year
of those
long.
I've just
hits.
seen Gangnam Style. All right, recognize
Okay.
that.
This
Yeah.
was pretty good, but I think the best presentation, I know we liked Jason
Derulo.
how about an actual Viking coming out on stage to
Talking
Oh,
about
that
his
guy.
Viking game?
That guy.
for
Oh my
honor? That
God.
looks awesome.
Beard guy is the best guy that ever guyed in the history
We
of
know
guys.
you're a fan of a beard guy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
beard guy was the best guy, and he is the Dark Lord.
Yes, on Twitter,
On
he's
Twitter.
the
Oh,
underscore
really?
The
Dark Lord
underscore
with an
Dark
E.
Lord with an E.
Oh.
I'd like to point out. So he's the underscore Dark Lordy. So you should follow this dude
Yeah.
because he's frightening.
He's great.
Kevin Van
Yeah.
Ord, beard guy evangelist. What did you think of For Honor?
I want that combat in Assassin's Creed. Why can't we
Yeah.
have that?
Yeah.
It's
it
kind of
looks
like
really good.
chivalry.
It looks like chivalry, but does it
Yep.
have MOBA elements? Because it looked like there was stuff going on in the background. Like
Bit of
maybe
creep.
this is
Yeah.
Like I was kind of thinking.
Are we referring to that as MOBA elements? Because like Titanfall does that. We don't say that's a MOBA.
Oh yeah.
But
well, I mean, I don't
MOBA
know. It's hard to
elements.
tell. I thought maybe
guess.
there were creeps and there were like, like territory to control, like as
Yeah.
you move further towards
Yeah.
the enemy camp. But I don't know. I could be just making this shit up as I go.
Looks pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm doing, actually.
And the last game to talk about, South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
So good.
The fractured
What naming?
butthole.
They really want a 9.5 on GameSpot.
Yeah.
I don't have the heart to tell them we don't even have 9.5s anymore.
Well-
but I'll go with it. I'll go with it.
Trey and Matt back on stage doing it again. This time Obsidian not involved. Ubisoft San
Yeah.
Francisco apparently.
Yeah. Not really a
sad.
surprise.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not surprised either.
Why?
Obsidian is a good developer, but they do other things.
Hmm.
I think better than what they did with South Park. Stick
Okay.
of Truth. Like
Yeah.
I loved Stick of Truth, but I thought it was a little too like
Formula or simple?
it was a little too formulaic. And
It
the thing
was
about the South Park
simple,
world is
easy.
it's so vibrant and hilarious
Yeah.
and awesome, and there was so much more to do with it. I like the game, but I think that maybe this is an opportunity for Ubisoft SF to really push the boundaries there.
Well, I also think Obsidian moves to new things
They
pretty
do,
quickly.
they do.
don't really stick with something.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's all Ubisoft had to show for us. We're going to take a quick little break, and we will be back right here on the GameSpot, I guess, War Room stage. Sony's kicking off in just a little bit of time, so we're going to start our pre-show for that. So stay tuned, and we'll be back. Girlwood.